Hola niños, bienvenidos a la clase de español. Welcome to Spanish class. Today, we're going to be answering the question, ¿cuáles son las profesiones en mi familia? What are the professions in my family? ¿Cuáles son las profesiones en mi familia? What are the professions in my family? So today we're going to be talking about the professions in our family. So we're going to be talking about our family members and their profession. Now, boys and girls, there are some persons in our family who do not work. There are some persons in my family, yes, they do not work. In Spanish, we use the phrase no trabaja to say he or she does not work. No trabaja, he or she does not work. So look at that blue box there in the blue box. We see the phrase no trabaja. He or she does not work. So we're going to be using this phrase later on to talk about our family members too. Now, let us review the Spanish names for the different professions that we have been learning over the past few weeks. So for the doctors, the man who is a doctor, we call him el doctor. The lady who is a doctor, we say la doctora. The man who is a teacher, we say el maestro. The lady who is a teacher, in Spanish, we call her la maestra. For the soldiers, the man who is a soldier, we say el soldado. The lady who is a soldier, we say la soldada. For the nurses, what do we call them in Spanish? For the man who is a nurse, we say el enfermero. The lady who is a nurse, we call her la enfermera. The lawyers, for the man who is a lawyer, we call him el abogado. The lady who is a lawyer, we call her la abogada. What about the barbers? El barbero is the man who is a barber. La barbera is a barber. Is the lady who is a barber. So let us say that again. El barbero is the Spanish name for the man who is a barber. La barbera is the Spanish name for the lady who is a barber. And we have the persons in our community who cooks. So the person who cooks, who is a man, we say el cocinero. For the man who cooks, that person is the chef. And for the lady who is a chef, we call her la cocinera. So we have el cocinero, la cocinera for the chefs. Now for the firefighters. The Spanish name for the fireman, we say el bombero. And la bombera for the firewoman. What about the hairdressers? For the hairdressers, we say el peluquero. For the man who is a hairdresser, la peluquera. For the lady who is a hairdresser. And for the police officers, what is the Spanish name for the policeman? El policía. El policía, excelente. And for the policewoman, what's her name? La policía, excelente, la policía. And we have the pilots too. What is the Spanish name for the man who is a pilot? El piloto, excelente. And for the lady who is a pilot, we call her la piloto, la piloto. So remember, boys and girls, We're using the same professions that we have been learning over the past few weeks to talk about our family members. Now let us also review the members of the family. So in the family, for our parents, we have two names for our parents. For our mother, we can call her mother La Mama, or we can say La Madre. So we can say La Mama or La Madre for our mother, or, and also for our father, we can say El Papa or El Padre. So let me say that again. So for a mother, we can call her mother La Mama or La Madre. For a father, we can say El Papa or El Padre. Now for the brother in the family, what is the brother's name? The Spanish name for the brother? El hermano. Excelente, el hermano. And for the sister, what's her name in Spanish? La hermana, la hermana. Who in the family is the el tío? Did you say the uncle? Excelente, el tío is the uncle. And for aunt, we say la tía, la tía. Now for the grandparents, what are their names? What is the Spanish name for the grandfather? El abuelo. Excelente, el abuelo. And for the grandmother, what's their Spanish name? La abuela. Excelente, la abuela. Now we're going to be looking at some sentences that the children from the class 3M wrote. These children, they attend a different school. And the first child wrote, Mi papá es doctor. Mi papá es doctor. Mi papá es doctor. My father is a doctor. So notice the child says, Mi papá, to let us know that he's talking about his father. Then the child says es, which means is. Then the Spanish name for the profession. So look at how the sentence is written. Look at how we say the sentence to tell that our father is a doctor. In Spanish, we say, Mi papá es doctor. Let us look at another example. So here is a girl, she's telling her friend about her grandmother. She says, Mi abuela no trabaja. Mi abuela no trabaja. Mi abuela no trabaja. My grandmother does not work. So look at how the sentence is written. Look at how we tell someone in the family, how we tell in Spanish that someone is not working. So for example, this little girl is letting us know that her grandmother does not work. So she says, Mi abuela no trabaja. Here is a boy telling his friend about his mother. He says, Mi mamá es maestra. Mi mamá es maestra. My mother is a teacher. So he says, Mi mamá, to let us know that he's talking about his mother. Then he says, es, which means is. Then he says, maestra, to let us know that his mother is a teacher. So he says, Mi mamá es maestra. Mi mamá es maestra. My mother is a teacher. So boys and girls, remember that we're focusing on the professions that we have been learning in class. So we haven't looked at all the professions in the world, just a few of them. So what I want you to do is to talk about your family members who are part of the professions that we have been learning in class, and also talk about your family members who do not work as well. Write simple sentences about your family members. Say your sentences about your family. Talk about your family in Spanish. Practice your Spanish. Keep practicing. Watch this video over and over. Practice your Spanish. When you're finished, I want you to complete the Spanish work in the Spanish Google Classroom. So keep practicing. Make sure you know all the members of the family that we looked at in class. Make sure you know their Spanish names. Make sure you know the Spanish names for the different professions. Write your simple sentences, say them, practice them, speak about your family. Continue to have a wonderful day, students. Adios.